And now, given everything that's gone on this year, Alex mentioned he didn't think that this team is too far away from being competitive and in the mix again. How do you feel about that, and where do you stand when he says something like that?
Oh, absolutely. I think we all agree in that room. The season did not go nearly as we planned or as we wanted it to go, but we're not far off. We know that as a group. We know that as a team. It's a belief that we have in that room, and it needs to continue. Obviously, it's like I said, it didn't go the way we want to, but you can mope around about it all summer long, or we can just go get better and come back next year and be difference makers.
You talked about at the end of last year, you really want to improve your play in the offensive zone. We had a career year. I think you kind of put an exclamation point with that goal last night, just showing that you're an offensive finisher now too. What's your main focus then this offseason? An area that you want to improve on?
Well, I think each and every summer you're going with you want to be an all-around defenseman, especially in this league today. You want to be someone who's accountable in your own zone and able to contribute in the offensive zone. That's how the top D in this league are nowadays, and that's my goal, is to continue to work to push myself into another level. So that's my all-around game.
Can you pinpoint one area? There's one area, regardless of coaches, as head coach, assistant coach, it's been a struggle for 3 years now, is the penalty kill. What do you guys as a group have to do to be better on the penalty kill?
I mean, you go back and watch the film on our penalty kill, and it's we have one thing going right, and we break down in a different area, and it's game to game. We haven't really had a real reoccurring theme, especially this year. I mean, last year I think you could kind of look at the games and see, we got seamed, and that's why the puck was going in the back of our net. And this year was, you can never really pinpoint one thing that was happening. So for us, we're the best on our power play our penalty kill. Sorry, when we can be an assertive group that pressures pucks that are bobbled, and we have a lot of guys on this team that'll sacrifice to block shots, so that's not a problem we have either. So if we continue to stick to being assertive on our penalty kill, the numbers will turn around. I think, like I said, you watch the film and there's not really a reoccurring thing. You just get dinged up here and there. So for us, that high pressure and sacrifice and make blocks and stuff, that's we got to continue that.
Darnell, you've had a bunch of guys that had career best years. You missed the playoffs again. I mean, what do you think this team needs, and how critical is this offseason for this organization?
Yeah, I think it's a critical. Any season that you go into the summer this early, it's critical. Your off season is critical. Simple as that. For us, you have career years, but I think you can talk to anyone who had a career year. They traded up to be in the playoffs right now. It's for us, it's there's like Chaser said, like the guy said, we all believe we're really close to being a contender and being a team that competes each and every night. So there'll be tweaks and that come within the organization, that come within the team. For us as players, we gotta worry about showing up in September. As much as things change around here, there's a lot of guys that still wore the same jersey all year long, and we didn't get the job done enough on the ice, and that's a simple equation.
Coaching change early in the season, a GM was fired, lots of personnel change in the room. When you look back, what was it like to handle that?
Yeah, it's the nature of sports. Guys come and go, coaches come and go, GMs come and go. You have to be able to manage as a team, as a group, to kind of put that to the side, and when they draw the X's and O's up on the board, just go out and play. And for us, we did it really well in some good spurts, but not often enough, and that's why we're standing where we are right now.
What gives you reason to believe that you guys will get over the hump next year? What do you guys look to?
We know the guys in this room. We know the guys that are part of this organization. We know how much everyone cares about this team. I mean, you even look at our D-core this year, and a lot of guys grew. Jans, as our D coach, helped us immensely and within our game, and we're very fortunate to have him be a part of leading us as a D-core, and everyone's hungry to get better. There's no simple as that. You can tell when you're in the room when guys are content, guys don't care, they're just happy that the summer comes about. It's not the approach that we have in this room at all. Everyone's really pissed off, and it's a good sign.
Darnell, as a defenseman, what did you think of the way that Giordano played that rush against McDavid? Could he have done anything differently to avoid Connor getting injured?
It's a fast guy coming at you. I don't know. I don't know. Not really in a position to talk about it, really. I don't know.
Okay. Have you seen Connor today? How is he doing?
Yeah. A smile on his face this morning. That's a good sign.
You're pretty close to him, of course. But then earlier in the game, a guy you're also close to, Leon Draisaitl, scores 50 in a league where, other than Ovechkin, no one pretty much does it. How big of an accomplishment is that as a defenseman to know a guy can score 50? And what do you think it means to your team moving forward, if anything?
Yeah, he's so. I think everyone was just so happy for Drat. Obviously, he's had a hell of a year. He's one of those guys that shows up to the rink every day, works his bag off, and competes. And he's a gamer. Every time he's on the ice, he wants to be a difference maker. And it was so much fun to be a part of it, to see him score 50, and got to be out there on the ice too. He scored. No, it's not stupid. It's not stupid. I mean, we're talking about the Oilers though today, but we'll see.
All right, Darnell, just to comment on one of your teammates, Alex Chason was brought in on a PTO. This year he really had a career year himself with 22 goals. Just maybe talk about the pedigree that he brought to the room and what he did in that locker room.
Yeah, obviously Chaser coming off a cup. He was huge for us. Not only was he great on the ice, he was a great leader. Someone who showed up to the rink every day. He wanted the best out of everyone, and that just, you could see, obviously through his experience of last year and winning that cup, he brought a lot to the room, a lot to the team.
And I think in the first couple of days of training camp, I think a lot of us kind of realized that he has this quiet confidence about it. Is that accurate?
Yeah, he's a very confident player, very confident guy, and like I said, he was a huge difference maker for us, and that confidence obviously helped him have his best year so far.
What was it like when you saw McDavid just kind of laying on the ice the last game of the year? You must have been thinking like, geez, this is just what a way to end it.
Or a roller coaster. Yeah, or a roller coaster. He never stays down, so yeah, that's kind of I think that's the thought process that went through everyone's mind.
Thanks, Darnell.
Thanks, Darnell. Have a good summer.